full rainbow. I wonder if I get these lawnmower guys to cut me a path to the creek. This is my lunch break, by the way, guys. Look at that. Gin clear, crystal clear. Wow. First coconut for the session, a brand newie. It's got a long way to go to get to the ocean though. Massive Indian population around here, so it's a religious or good luck thing with the coconuts. Send them off to sea. Oh, there's the herring on that. How cool is that? The herring is still in here. That means there could be some big bass. There could be some big bass, so we'll go and have a look. And there a herring jig, yeah, there's a heap of them in there. Oh, there's a really good sign to see all those little herring in there. Thought they'd be all out by now. Let's see. There's herring here. It could easily be bass here. One just lifted up then. Feeding on flies, so they're not going to hit this, but... Oh, there's a follow all the way. Oh, 3 of them. They're big herring. You know what? I'll go for a walk and then come back and have a crack at them. Oh, look at them all. Oh, you can't see them on the camera, but... Alright, I'll leave them alone. That's good to know. I think eventually this will be some nice little parkland, and hopefully it'll still stay a little bit of a wildlife corridor. But it's quite funny when you see the environmentalists down here doing the job. So, like, what are you doing down here? Look how vibrant the weed is and everything. Clear water, beautiful. Is anything home? If anything was going to be heavy up in that snags, but I think I want to put surface on that. Oh, Aaron, don't do that. Yes. Patience, my boy, patience. Oh. Right, you're just going to have to sit on the bottom there, little spinner. From the cast before. It's just too clear. He's never happy. I just think I'll be in the deeper holes for that water clarity. Oh, look at this. I was down here the other day, it looked good, but not this good. Whoa. You really want to see a big old bass come up in this stuff. And I'll put a soft plastic on the other one for a surface lure. Yep, I'll do that. Rig up a surface lure and we'll pepper it with both. We'll go sub and surface and see what happens. Z-Man. See if we stir one up. It's a bit clogged out, this rubber, but see how the hook's completely in the middle of it. No point exposed at all. Oh, it could have gone under it or over it, but it hit the tree. After a crazy reaction bite. I don't know if I like that now. Ah, straight through. There's got to be something in there. Where are you? There'll be a wolf pack somewhere, if they're still here. I tend to fish the first hole very slow, like, not quick, but thorough, I should say. Just so I can work out what they're thinking, what they're doing, and then I start to really rip through these holes. There is a herring in here. There's mosquito fish. Sometimes these clear water, they just tuck right up tight. They're not going to come out till tonight and feed, so I pepper enough of it. I'll just give them the shits. Alright, time to move on. You know what? I fished this hole last time, never got a single bite. Come around a corner, and that was crazy. Come on, surely there's one there. Hey fellas.
Hey mate, how are you?
Good.
Any luck?
I'm working over there. I'm just having this is my lunch break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's bass in here.
Who you work with?
Oh, EME, I'm the roofer.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on. Big hollow log like that, a big lay down log. There was a bass there, and he's just here now, so I should get him with this. I followed it all the way. Quick, there he is. Look at him, look, turn around. Oh, he didn't want the flash of the beetle spin. Really? He's a good fish too, not a monster, but what did I just hit there? Scared him. He wanted the surface. Wow. He did come out from that log. Too flashy for him. It's nothing better when this is clear like this. Could spend a day down here. Now I've already drawn one good fish out. Oh no, gonna have a bit of fun here. There might be numbers in here, but if they're all like him, I'll be happy. They camouflage so well, so it was like you're not really paying attention. They can come out on you and you don't even know. Oh, what a doggy wanted it. That's a good sign too though. Guys, I just watched a bass swim off that bank there. Not huge again, but nice. That's so cool. You've probably seen me, but I just watched him swimming. Wait, stop that. Oh, come on. No. Got the fever, man. They're visual, I can see them. Doesn't mean I can catch them, but I can see them. Where'd he go? He didn't want anything, that one, but I could see him. He was a bass, 100%, forky tail. Nice looking silvery. Oh, that tree's down. You better watch that. Watch these trees. Oh man. Sort of feel like I want to come back. Oh, there's a bass there. That's a bass. Just there. And he's just ignored my lure. Wow. I hate these days like this. Hate love, because we've got to work out what he wants. He does not want that. That's 3 bass I've seen now. I've had a follow with the plazzy, but nothing with the spinner. It's making me think they want to eat, but I don't know. 3 bass, eh? This is funny weather. Let's keep plod along this few, half dozen more casts, and then we'll do some switches. We're going to have to. Little feral cat or something on. Jeez. Why? Why don't you want my lures, guys? 3, and they're all chunky, like they're all around that 30 centimetre mark. Oh, don't do that. They do not want this spinner. It's going to be an extended lunch break by the feel of this. That first bass went crazy over this, followed it right through to the bank, didn't commit, but he did go crazy over it. The next 2 haven't wanted to touch anything. It's very strange to have such a clear day, like clear water up here, that they're acting like, all of a sudden they decided we're going to act like clear water fish. See what the little feather does, little feral cat. Oh, it looks good in the water, mate. Pick up a spot to cast a bait cast. Come on, just bang it there. No, ain't happening yet. Right, try a bit of noise. This is a fun way to catch fish. Ooh. Oh, look at that. You see how many times I cast around this hole for nothing, and then that was the first one. But it's an old school lure and it's got some big old weed hooks on it. Look at that. So I seen them, I wouldn't take my lure, I went to that, and the game changed. Right, so what have we got like this with a good hookup rate? It's a buzzbait. That's what we're doing. Now these hooks, they've got like little keeper tags on them, so the bass will oh, see the fin on that thing, look like a cobia. I'm really going to switch already. I know that there is a lure that they want now. I don't want to use this one. It's just done the job of showing me that they will take something like this. Main reason is I've got 6 pound line on it. I just don't want to lose these old school lures out of stupidity. Sticking with the fizzer, but two big chunky trebles. Don't like it already. I might go popper. Get back to you when I work out what I'm doing in life. This is crazy. There's just big carp. I can just look at them. Crystal clear water. This is awesome. Love it when it's like this. It's like fishing in an aquarium. It's hard to get them bass going, but oh, get off there. So I was about to say 6 pound leader. That's why you don't throw good lures on. It's one ugly mushroom. I've had 2 follows and I've visually seen 3 other bass. Like the water's so clear I can just see them swimming around. It is not helping trigger them. The only thing I've got a trigger on is a buzzbait so far. That's it. You think, get off there. I thought they might hit the frog, just like that same sort of buzzbait type. Paddle, paddle, paddle. I'm starting to think, well, if there's bass here, go down into the skinny waters where they might be a little bit angrier. Oh, herring followed that. And then look at the size of that big carp there. Oh, it's crazy. Giant aquarium. There's 2 bass. There's 2 bass just swam over that tree then. They did not. Wow, they're only little too, but they did not even look at that lure. It's just at the back of those trees. That's crazy, that is. Can't believe I'm spooking bass with a feral cat. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, bait casters in the skinnies. With good reason. Carp City. Look at them all. Just carp, 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 carp. Everywhere. I don't know. Huh. What is going on today? I just had 2. A good bass and a smaller bass just chase this. Oh, I'll put the camera on. And then I don't want to touch it. That was so crazy that there was 2 quite nice bass chase that little feral cat out. One really nice one and an average one. It's bizarre, and then they just didn't want it. Night feeders, mate. Back end of the full moon, I don't know. That was crazy though. Deserved to have a bass on that cast. Might just put the beetle spin on just for one to have a look, see what happens. There is, that was a schooler bass. There's about 6 of them, 7 of them. Look there. Wow. What the hell? There is over half a dozen bass just sitting there. Where are they going now? Oh, they're gone to the left. What the hell is going on? Where'd they go now? Man, this is a strange day. I'll be back here tomorrow, do it again. Alright, so what is it? Bait finesse BFS. Well, there you go. Look at the little BFS fish I caught. Although that's a feral cat, and some will say, it's 4 grams, that's not BFS. That's not BFS, you don't know what you're talking about. The only fish out of all these fish I've seen today that wants to bite a lure is that. Little spinner. Starting to get them now. Might be a bit of fun. Considering I'm not catching many fish, the day's been quite exciting because they're showing themselves. Whoa. Absolutely showing themselves, the little buggers. Now I'm just going to go impact on the back bank. Get up there. They're stacked up in here, they'll be on one of these edges like this. Could be anywhere, to tell you the truth. Sun's coming out now, snakes are going to come out. Where, oh where could the little bus be? Water's getting a bit murkier here. And the fish seem to be getting a bit more aggressive, so you never know. Ooh, there's one. There's a better one. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. Only light line. Yeah, he's a nice one. Look at this, mid-April. But you know, I've seen in this session, so as soon as we got that murky water, I can catch him again. But in this session alone, I've seen over a dozen fish like him, or bigger. Oh, 6 pound line. There's a book I read years ago. It was written in, I don't know, like the 14th century. And it's called The Complete Angler. Getting a lot of haters on my YouTube channel, which is fair enough. You're allowed to hate. I don't care if you hate me or not. Who gives a stuff? But anyway, you guys with the hatred in you, I just want to comment on things. Read that book. It's the book that comes out, like I had to read it several times to understand it properly because it's in all that ye old language. But it's basically what my goal in life is, to be the complete angler. Not the best, not the, and it's one of them where it goes, how's it go? It goes, doubt not, sir, but angling is an art, and an art worth learning. then it goes on to say, is it not an art to trick a wild trout with an artificial fly made by yourself? And then he says, yes, doubt not, sir, but angling is an art worth learning. The question is whether you're able to learn the art. Strive to become that complete angler. You know, I did that video mocking another YouTuber just to be a shit stirrer, and you all jumped on board. Even if you watched that last video, it's like, I wonder what pointless comments I'm going to get out of this pointless video. Oh my god, you guys hammered me. Like, ouch. I might read them out later. I haven't really read them. I haven't responded to them because that video was about respecting the past, anglers of the past, and I don't want to start arguing with people on a video like that. But I'm quite happy to argue with people in other ways on another video. So just keep bagging us and my skin will get thicker. And there's always that comeback from me. It's like, well, show me how it's done. Why don't you lead by example and do a video and show me? Whoa. Especially with the BFS minnow, whatever it is. I'm not going to go the baity over this. I'll go through here with this. Hey, why wouldn't you go through here with this? Hell, big black snake just there. I still want to have a cast. He was quick too, like, jeez. He's between me and the water. Well, I've just had my cast. I don't think I'll have another cast. I think we'll just let that snake go, considering I couldn't find one of my gators today. Whoa, he was quick. Let's move around him. Jeez. I was saying to the other boys earlier, like that when we're cutting the grass, I said, watch out for those snakes. I think they thought I was joking. Once again, I can get my little bait caster in there, but I can stand up here and get the back log, rip over this log, get this side, missed him, and right across to there. He was only tiny, so we'll go little diver. I mean, this thing's so light, you gotta put a lot of effort into it. Oh, look at him. Oh, got him. I'm a BFS legend now, look. Oh no, sorry, 4 gram lure. Feral cat, whole body feral cat's probably about the same weight as a tiny nugget. You know guys, I did do my homework on BLF, and if you look at the Americans, they're throwing lures as big as that bass and calling it BLF. So I don't know what you judge and how you come by, oops, hit the back tree, what's eligible. There was a whole wolf pack again. But it was funny, early in the video I actually seen a school and they just wouldn't take the lure like that, so now they are. Cool as. It will sound a bit critical. It's like I didn't actually read the comments. I'm going to read them properly later. But oh geez, you guys just hammer me sometimes. I mean, you absolutely friggin' hammer me. And oh my goodness. Brimgear. Oh well. Like, I don't mind the constructive criticism. I don't mind criticism. I don't mind the comments. I don't mind you not liking us. How can I say it? Fishermen just seem to turn into bitches. Yeah, you know, there's not enough life in me to learn everything I need to learn in life, especially with the fishing game. So to have blokes going, oh yeah, you're still in the 50s with the way you fish, mate. Really? You know, I practice technique driven lure fishing. I've never stopped learning. You know, 30 years ago I thought I knew everything. And then as time went on, I realised I know nothing. I thought there'd be another one in here. You can see how quick they get educated. Like, there was 5-6 fish there with that last one, and they just shut down on you. They know. You watch my videos, I never ever ask you to hit the like button. I never ask people to subscribe. I'm openly blatant, like, if you don't like it, don't watch it, I don't care. Yeah, And then some of the hate I got when I went blue water fishing with Maddie. Oh my goodness. You guys, you know, some of it like, oh, you didn't kill the fish quick enough. I've watched catch and release videos where they hold them up for photos and all those shots, and not from editing all the cuts and whatnot, and what's happening here? Yeah, I know for a fact that our fish that we killed in there, oh, we gotta get this off. Catch and release fish I've seen on videos have been out of the water longer than that. So yeah, just keep it real, guys. Keep it friggin' real. You know, I've been hammered for killing carp. You know, oh, you killed the carp, you shouldn't kill the carp. Yeah. Then I've been hammered for letting carp go. Oh, you let the carp go. Why'd you let the carp go? You know, I got hammered for taking kingfish the other day. Out of all the kingfish that I've caught, you know, I've only ever taken 2 kingfish in my life that I've kept. I kept the cobia, yeah, for sure. I kept the dollies, yeah, for sure. I've freezer packed and filled my freezer up with those fish. And you guys are just giving it to me, giving it to me. You know, I don't go to restaurants, you know. I don't go to restaurants and things, and it's like, I'm not paying 50 or 60 bucks for a tiny little chunk of fish meat on a plate when I can go out and I can catch them myself fresh, butcher them, dress them, bag them. You know where I'm coming from? Yet you guys have still got to, not you guys, but particular people have still got to go bagging the shit out of me for whatever I do. It's like glass houses, mate. Glass houses. Who lives in glass houses cast the first stone, eh? Because there's a few hypocrites out there. And like I keep saying, I don't mind the comments. It's just some of the hatred's just getting too much. Like it's uncalled for. Ah, the Tarzan tree's gone. A fishing line there. You wouldn't believe that this was a swimming hole, or is a swimming hole. Yep, come on, another little one. It's quite appropriate, isn't it? Little fish for a little lure. On a little, like, I had a go for being calling these reels bait casters. Apparently they're not anymore. They're something else. I tell you, mate, I used to call them overheads. All these reels were overheads to me. That's all they are. big deal that I was trying to explain was horses for courses on that video. I was trying to explain to you guys how I can't get I'm technique driven. So it's short game, long game in distance, but I'm technique driven. So if I'm using a particular type of lure, you might see me pick up a bait caster for that reason, that it's technique driven. But most of the time, the tiny little lures that I work are spinner rigs. You know, I can cover a lot more water. It's all about efficiency for me, so I can cover so much water with the spinner rig and the smaller lures that I can efficiently work all the cover in a quicker, shorter period of time to allow me to get more into my day. That's what it is. It was like years ago, the fly fishermen used to be like, they used to hate the spinning guys. They'd see us blokes and they like, oh, especially the trout, they just hated it. We'd be walking up with a stringer full of trout that we're going to eat because, ooh, see that? See, he's under it. He's a nice one. He was a nice one. Yeah, there'd be a stringer, we'd have a stringer full of trout. We'd know very well that they're going to die in the summer. He was probably the fish of the day there. Come on. Yeah, but the old fly boys, they used to hate it because and we're just smacking these little spinner rods in. Yeah, they used to get really, really dirty on us. But they're cool now. The fly guys do it for the style of fishing. They don't care what everyone else does. I love the clear water. It's allowed me to just see him come under it and follow it. But no go with the hookup. We'll get more. Now you gotta remember too, guys, I always fish like off times. I'm not a peak time fisherman. I don't go out because the bite's right. I go out when I get a chance. Oh, come on, little Farrell, you can skip over that. I reckon I would have had him if I got that out just that split second earlier. We'll move on again. Hopefully we will get that one because he's a cool fish. So I like this sort of stuff where I've got to like lean, flick out like that, little lob, bring it back to the bank, and push push. Never know with this type of fish and where they're going to be. It's mainly because everything looks good, eh? So you think, oh, they've got to be there, but do they? Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. See? Just want to get my lure out. If I didn't overhead there, it would have got smashed into the trees. Anyway, give the other rod a go. Oh, where are you? There you are. 6 pound line. I think we'll grab this one. One of the things people get caught up with is what works for them might not work for you, vice versa. So there's no rules, and I've always been preaching that. Yet now I'm on the reciprocal. I've always preached that, but now I've got all the land share experts. There's some guys, you know who you are, but you're absolutely only on it to bitch and pick fights with other people. I mean, I don't want you watching my videos. I don't like that type of people. This is where it gets a bit awkward. Just getting that your rod out to, like, I love a challenge, so that's the only reason I'm doing this stuff. That's all. It's not because I like doing it. Oh, there's a little one, and he's under it now. He's tiny. There we go. Another go. You just can't hook it. Alright, that was sort of a bit long, the lunch break, so I better get back and do a bit more work. But yeah, the comments. I did a video, tournament video with Wayne on the pre-fish day. I caught this trophy bream, wrapped me around logs and everything, screaming and yelling at Wayne to move the boat around so I could get it, which I did. We caught it. I'm as tough as an old boot, right? Everybody had a go at me over no, I'm not gonna keep going. How hard I was on Wayne, the old man. Well, me and Wayne are the same fucking age, guys. You know, you ever go at me over that? You ever go at me for not killing a fish quick enough? You know, one guy, as you watch some of my videos, if you watch the blue water video, you'll see I get very seasick. I was trying to make a video to highlight how good Matty from Raptor is as a charter operator, and if you wanted to be like me and not be set up for that style of fishing and be a bit unco out there and that, go out with Matty. He'll have a ball, he'll get him on here. And the first comments I got was poor angling skills. I think the title said like lessons off a master. I think the guy must have thought, oh, I was thinking I was the master, you know. We go back to that, doubt not sir, but angling is an art worth learning. Yeah, don't get jealous about what anyone calls anyone. You just get out there and practice your own stuff, mate. Little red brow pinchers. Yeah, let's read some of these comments and see what you guys think. Now, I haven't responded to any of these comments simply because in the video I speak of the anglers of the past, and I don't want to turn it into a shit fight. So this new video, I'll turn into a shit fight, I don't care. The first video, Todd and I would fish out of his Coleman, crawdaded many moons ago. Rip Todd. Yeah, well, rest in peace, Todd. He's a legend. Like, we've gone through that, and yeah, as many of us know, he's a legend. Next one, a tailor-made baby nugget is still 4 grams, which is generally wouldn't be considered BFS. Well, I mean, it's 20 mil long. You can't get much smaller in the way of lures. I don't want to throw anything much smaller in. This one's a beautiful one here. Bro, I watch your channel and love it, but mate, you are so far off the mark on this. This reminds me of old timers sticking to hand reels. I love my hand reels. And other fishers never using lures. They tried it 20 years ago, so therefore there is nothing more to learn. Sorry, as you have a Barry Crocker on this one. I've never stopped learning, ever. And to put me in with the old timers, well, I don't know if you realise, but I was using a jigging rod the other day when I did that video. You know, I was doing a BFS video with a jigging rod, so now I'm going to call it BFJS, Bait Finesse Jigging Systems. There you go. I've reinvented myself. Okay. Yeah. Not much more I can say about that comment. Let's go to the next one. Beautiful spot to throw some lures. I agree. Oops. Ah, I didn't put that there. That must have been, I must have hit something. It's the way I fish. It's my way, but you do you. Whoever, I never wrote that. It's I've hit that button, generated reply. Ugh, never used that in my life. Yeah, it is a beautiful spot. Yes, I did start fishing racks with the GC80. Big Bob is a legendary. That's me mate Chris Setri. He is a legend himself. Still, my first bass setup was an Abu 2000 on a Traverse X. We all had a Traverse X. And you did open my eyes up. I had to get spin rod to creek walk. That's right, a lot of the guns did. Alright, this one. It's always worth doing proper research before making a video. There's a whole world of BFS that you haven't even touched on. Well, give me a chance, mate. I've only just started with it. BFS and general bait casting are quite different. Well, yeah, one's tiny little lures and one's not. I was watching, just before I move on, I was watching some American BFS and they're using 4-inch sluggos and instead of 6-inch and saying it's BFS. They're using 10-gram lures instead of big giant plugs and saying it's BFS. So determine it in your own way. A fisherman in his stories is never pointless. Keep it up, man. Thank you very much. I love that comment. Something that has always impressed me with your skills from day one has been your casting skills. You are equal to the best. You fish in some evil places, but you do it so well. You used to love the casting comps at the boat show. Thank you very much. Now that's like, they're humbling comments. Both of them are humbling comments. Thank you. Alright, the legend. John Buffune, his knowledge on bass, I've watched old VHS videos. I was around when he was filming all that, the Buffune on bass. I still watch them and read his book. I've still got his book. There it is over there in the corner next to the croc head. And they're all bass. Well, I used to fish with John Buffune in the Hawkesbury Bass Club. Buffune's knowledge, I watched his VHS book. Still learning about Aussie bass. He was Australian bass king and still is in my eyes. Yeah, 100%. He is Mr. Bass, John Buffune. Yeah, with this comment, the camera just dropped out, ran out of batteries, but I'll read it out again so we've got it clear. I've been using a bait cast exclusively for 30 years, but you missed the mark on this one, mate. Technology has come a long way and we need to embrace it. Reels of today poo all over the older stuff we started out with. It's a fact. Yeah, look, this is something I was trying to explain in the other video. That the gear that we've got, the bait casters that you can buy now, like even that little Alpha that I've got, they literally poo all over the stuff that the old mate here was using 30 years ago. It makes life a lot better for like the average Joe bloke can go out and do this. The reels are forgiving. The brake systems are forgiving. I'm totally with you, mate. I do embrace technology, and that is, yeah. But I still like my spinning gear. Mate, I did know about Todd. He gave me my first bait caster and taught me how to smack a budgie out of a tree. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Todd's gone. The cancer got to him. And he should be remembered. Aaron, you're a great fisher with extensive knowledge of angling, but you really missed the mark about the BSC. It really, all BFS is really all about. Look, guys, I was watching another YouTuber crap on about BFS, right? So I was sort of having a dig at him. I was also talking about like horses for courses. Like there's a lot of gear, there's a lot of technique-driven lures that you cannot use with a bait caster, and there's a lot of technique-driven lures that you prefer to use with a bait caster. That's where I was trying to come across with it, you know. But I was taking the mickey out of another YouTuber. I wasn't really like I practice whatever you want, do whatever you want. There is, you know, like my goal is to be the complete angler. So yeah, I'm out there throwing that bait caster and talking about it, but I wasn't. Yeah, you wait. I've got more videos coming. Right, I fished with the old Steel Star bait caster and Steel Star power tip rod for 35 years. I still use it, although I do also have a Daiwa Tatula. Oh my God, they're like, there you go. The Tatula's been around for a while, but what I get more distance out of a Tatula with a tiny little blade than I do on a spinning rod. And the TD Zero stick and the Stees on the TD Black stick, the technology has improved them so much, but I still use old cheap shit Still Star. My father won in a comp, he couldn't use it. Oops, what have I done? Oh, what's happened there?
G'day, guys.
Keeps dropping out this camera. Andrew just said, I love your attitude to fishing and life. Thank you. I check out your channel. I'd like your vibe to learn from you about how fishing and all the other stuff you teach. I don't know the jargon though. If you're talking about bait casters, little nuggets, etc., throw up pics. Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, okay. I'm not really into, like, as you know, I don't ask people that click the like or subscribe. I just assume we all know what you're on about. I guess I could go and Google it. Yeah, no, good point, mate. I understand that. I just, yeah, I just talk like, yeah, we're going to use little nuggies today. They're a tailor-made nugget lure. Yeah, I've had that comment a few times. I don't give enough detail in the lures. I don't really show the pictures of the fish long enough. Right, couple of corrections. It's BFS, not BFF. Yeah, I seen that was the first one that popped up, so I've changed the label. Yeah, shallow spill bait casting has been around for a long time. However, the BF reels, I bet you're going to say they're fantastic. They come from last 10 years can cast lures down. Yeah, well, that's like my alpha, mate. I mean, a 1/16th, yeah. A little jig head. They used where only spinning reels could previously. None of what you said makes BFS, BS. It definitely has a place in growing in popularity. It's probably used to throw down to 5 grams 20 years ago on a bait caster, but you definitely weren't using P06 in a bait. Once again, talking about how the technology's improved. It's what I keep saying, mate, throughout this video. It's the technology in the gear we got today is why it goes. But if you want to spend $500 or $600 or $700 on a U-Butte reel and rod combo, that's fine. But if you want to just buy an $80 spinning reel and a cheap rod and go out and do the same thing, that's fine too. Then some of the areas I fish, I was trying to explain to you about these great fishermen I fish with. It wasn't so much the gear they were using, mate, it was their skills. Their skills. Like, not many people, I don't talk myself up, but not many people walk up those creeks with me with a bait caster and really come back a second dig. And that creek that I'm at today, I actually took a bloke up that got a world record bass on fly in there. So fly fishing's a go in there too. Correct, spot on. I think it's been a little too general about knowing all the facts and missing the whole point. Why would you want to cast a 1/6 jig head? That's exactly what I'm talking about. To put it simply, to catch fish that you could previously do on spinning gear or fly. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. When I started doing bass comps with tiny little lures, mate, everybody had a bait caster. By the time I took out like 3 years in a row, at the end of it, everybody had a spinning reel. You know? So, yeah, Adam's here. I've fished for 45 years, which I can vouch for. Adam's a gun. A frigging gun. A tournament legend. Bass and brim guru. Caught everything from land-based marlin, GB, highland, baby trout, tied my own flies. This is all true, I know the guy. Carved my own lures, built my own knife jigs, a gun gold detector. Was invented by a stack of bored Jap fishos to do exactly what conventional spin tackle could. Well, I challenge anybody right now to come down the creek with me with this gear. Alright, if you think you're good enough, comment on this video, we'll line up and we'll go down there and we'll work on it, because it'd be bloody good to watch. Because I tell you, not a BFS but proper bait caster, my man crush is on a guy called Gong Lee. Google up Gong Li. He's just a legend, man. A legend. Right. Anyway, they just look like they're arguing. Being on the money, horses for courses. I use ultralight bait caster with shallow spill 50-60% of the time. Spin for the rest. There you go. Right, Josh has got me finally. Horses for courses, mate. Horses for courses. And some of the technique-driven lures that I use cannot be used on a bait caster. I do not have enough slack line. Then like, I'll give you a good tip with blades on perch. Tight lines. When you got tight line driven techniques, bait casters. Okay, that's just one reason. The drag systems as well. Nailed it in one comment, bro. Yeah, I agree. Yours the one. Or Joshy's best comment of the lot. So I'm gonna stop now. Oh, here we go. Vic the Bitter. Good on you, mate. Cheers, Karen. Love you, Vic. What else? Still chasing a copy of Fine. I'm just going to leave the rest. Jeez, it goes on. How good's this? You made my riverbank for me. Thank you, boys. Awesome. And we're not going to waste this meat. We are going to. It's going to get dead. We're going to build it up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. He's spitting out some shit. Yeah, that's a stingray.
Don't waste the meat, Aaron.
Just stingray.
In the burley pot.
Put it on the. Yeah, good idea. Good idea in the chum.
Wow, that made him half a kilo lighter now.
He's a heavy fish, mate.
Another
one.
Oh, another one.